Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday night. We have hopefully resolved our technical issues with Metal Gear Solid 2. We're back on PC. The PlayStation 2 emulation, while trying to stream, not good. It's not a particularly solid port. So what we're doing is we're using V6. So I had messed about with V6 when I first bought MGS2 off of GOG. It provides better graphics scaling. It provides better control schemes. It fixes, some bugs. But I thought when GOG came out with proper controller support for MGS2, I didn't need V6 anymore. I thought, okay, we're all good. Let's just go with what we've got. But as you saw, 2 weeks ago, it's week 3, 2 weeks ago, we managed to crash a game on our hard drive that said, your disk is damaged. So, good work, us. Unfortunately, V6 doesn't seem to fix the occasional issue with missing textures in cutscenes. So I will continue to try and fix that. But the goal for tonight is simply to race through the tanker, see the closing cutscene of the tanker. We'll skip the cutscenes in the tanker otherwise, because you've already seen them. And then hopefully get into the plant. So wish me luck. Not a speedrunner. We'll try and do things quickly, and I'll try and show you some neat things I might have missed last time as well. There's lots of neat things. This will be closer to a replay. You get used to seeing 2 lines of dialogue or a couple of frames of a cutscene before you're mashing the button. One thing about V6, it does actually provide a way, without the pressure-sensitive buttons of the PlayStation 2, to put your gun away. So it's not ideal, it's not perfect. But what you can do is, if you are first-person aiming, you can press the left stick and you can put your gun away without shooting it. Very handy if you're like me and like holding people up all the time. It'll save you some bullets. Let's grab some goodies and head inside. Of course, the customary... Oh, hang on. I haven't reversed. I've not reversed my camera. I will fix that later. There will be a chance to fix that in about half an hour. Oh, God. The guy from upstairs has seen us. The guards can be a bit too clever in this game, I'll tell you. Oh, and we are off to our usual stellar start. But if you get inside quick enough, you can avoid the alert. What? Just put it back nicely, Snake. Good boy. He's a good guest. Okay, let's keep rolling. Already off to a bad start. And because I ran inside, I missed a ration, but that's okay. There's plenty of rations around. That's not a ration. That is. Any bullets for me? Please give me some more tranq darts. I'm going to use lots of them. The only problem with V's suggested controls for the Xbox 360 controller is they've moved. He's put first-person view to press of the right stick, and I'm just struggling to get a bit used to it. Down. Oh, okay, okay. This already off to a bad start. Oh, pressure's getting to me early. Let's jump back to the main menu. Let's do this properly. Let's do this with very limited. I've thrown myself off because I did not do this. There we go. That is surprising. That is messing with my mind in a surprising amount. Part of the reason I'm blazing through this again is because I did not save it. You know, if we'd saved it after I'd taken the photos of the Metal Gear Ray, then we would be fine. But I didn't. So we'd be playing parts of it again anyways. Let's have a run through.
The mission. All right, let's look at your gear.
This is one of the critiques of the game that actually, if you do skip, you know, all the cutscenes and codecs and all that content, then yeah, the game itself isn't actually that long. I think I did a practice run of this morning. Half an hour, 40 minutes. So, you know. There we go. Looking up is how I want to be. Just wanted to show something. Oh, no, he's not doing it. Okay, never mind. To put the gun away properly, you do have to be in first-person mode. Ah, he's already knocked out. So, I'm not going to be grabbing all the... it also restores the vibration. This is actually vibrating. That doesn't work natively with the PC version. I'm not going to be doing an extensive run to try and get all the dog tags. So, that would be, I think, very boring to watch, personally. It's like, I found it a fun challenge when I was younger, and it was something to do, you know? Try and hold everybody up, but I don't think it would make for very compelling content. Plus, this guy is a tough guy, and won't give us his thing. So, his dog tag. That's what I should say. Go through the engine room just to put all the guards in the right places. Is that M9 or is that USP? That's USP. Okay. Don't need bullets. I do keep forgetting that first-person view is a toggle. You don't have to hold it down. So you do need to remember to get your gun out before you switch to first-person view. Yeah, I will. Sorry, buddy. It does make life so much easier. Just being able to go, bonk, guard's gone. Ah, there's some more M9 bullets. They will definitely come in handy. There's no need to do a no-kill run. I mean, I don't think it it's more about how many alerts and stuff you have that drastically alters your rating. I should have sniped that guard upstairs. Does make life a lot easier, but oh well. Might as well have that bit of tension. Why not?
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
One of the things this game does really well, though, is use vibration. It uses the vibration of the controller in a really cool fashion. It's, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. When you're hiding in the lockers and a guard comes near, you'll hear it, as will Snake's heart starts going. And this is now shaking. I don't know if you can see that. And the shaking increases as they get closer. Just to keep you on your toes.
Freeze.
Now that door's fixed, we can roll on.
Freeze.
So I'll let this fella. Just get nice and close. Ooh. Bad timing.
There's somebody there.
Let's go over here. Oh my God, did I just successfully stealth? I can't believe it. Don't look in the bar. Don't look in the bar. Okay. That's what I needed, because I want to go upstairs. It's very similar to Resident Evil, actually. The fastest way to play it is to avoid guards as much as possible, as opposed to zombies. But knocking them out as you go is also a very valid tactic. And as I learned earlier today, when I was doing a little practice run, you do have to be pressed up against the wall. Otherwise, the camera will see you. Even if you do walk really closely to the wall, that's not good enough. You have to be pressed up to the wall. Otherwise, you'll hear that distinct ting sound, and the camera will be all over you.
Freeze.
Stealth. Stealth master. So Snake's found out where they're going, looks outside and sees Olga and thinks, boss fight. It is great how,
With the unit since I was born.
and I can't skip
Growing up
this.
On the battlefield, conflict, and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family.
For only a little area, it's very intractable. Like,
We've shared everything, all the bad. and
she's
all the
currently
good.
hiding behind that
I have no
tarp,
nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters.
and she will at some point shine that light in your eyes. So
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
like, this fight is easy enough that you can just stand here and tank it with your rations, but you can also move around, make her in it. Because with the tarp gone, now there's no cover for her there, so that makes life a bit easier. It'd help if I could shoot. I should probably move. Expert gamer here. You can hide a little bit and make Olga lose track of you. But in this area, it doesn't last long. You can see how much she slowed down now that her stamina is really low. Oh, God, how is she hitting me from there? There we go. We just tranquilized a pregnant lady in the rain. Aren't we the hero? Otacon tells us about EE, Emma Emmerich, stepsister, how the tip came from her. Always got to get Olga's dog tags, it's tradition. Save a bit of time, we'll skip the whole thermal goggles business. Skip that whole guard business as well, why not? Just before he sees us. There is a wet box up there. Not really useful for anything aside from being completionist. Hey, buddy. You're not calling for help. You're going bye-bye. We just snuck through that. I found that was the quickest way to do that part rather than messing about too much. Because if you go the other way with the camera, you have to throw a chaff grenade. Lots to do, lots to do. The door is, of course, locked for no reason. So we'll knock this guy out for a second time. He's getting lots of rest. And if we do a little bit of sniping here, rush down these stairs straight to where we need to be with the USP. This guy's sleeping. Also, he smells. So we can let him live. Or let him stay awake, I guess, in this case. The USP is unsilenced. It's not like the M9. The M9 comes with a silencer, but for whatever reason, even though there's guards just outside this room, they can't hear me do this. And even though we've already taken out 2 sets of lasers, Otacon has to give us a call and go, hey, hang on, lasers. Okay. Back to the M9. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm such a pacifist in these games. It does tell you how many guards you've killed, so... The M9 does have a really good range. I think in reality, a trank dart at that range would actually have severe drop-off. Not that I know much about guns or tranquilizers or anything like that, of course. But you know. Knock him out for safety. Maybe I should have just played the tanker by itself so we could have gotten a rating. Oh well. Oh well. As we know, all those doors are locked. So let's walk down here with a suspicious camera angle. Struggling to find the button. Come back, laser pointer. I do want to take out that guy at the back. He throws the most grenades, it feels like. There we go. Now they're falling asleep.
Aim for the lights.
They're shooting at the lights. Trying to remember if getting close enough means they don't throw the grenades anyway. Hey, buddy. Don't kick me. Kick you. Oh, close enough? It's a bit of a waste of resources to do it this way, but hey. You get 5 rations on normal, so. Skipping past. Love talking to you, Otacon.
Okay,
About Marines. We need to get photos. I'll show you this last time. There's a little room here. Get some more stuff. Because while we can't kill the Marines, we can, if you really want to, put them to sleep. Before we go too much further, I just wanted to show you something. It almost looks like a... Actually, let's use the camera. The camera is a good choice for this. Oh, that's the wrong button. That wire there, when you... There's a couple of wires you can actually use to shimmy across if you want to. So... That does require you doing lots of chin-ups. You do 100 chin-ups by jumping over a ledge, and you build up your strength gauge. And yeah, it takes a long time. It's an Easter egg. It is not a legit method, if that makes sense. We can go up. We can go over here. And we can go underneath, which is where we went last time. We get a bit of a reward, if you want to call it that, for getting here in a quick time period. This Marine's in his underwear. If we get the angle right, Otacon will make a comment. We'll see what happens here, because last time, when I did a bit of a practice run this morning. More as a technical check than anything else. Ah, okay, it's working this time. When I got to this second hold, the projector was on and the light effect was there, but there was no speech. The commandant was not speaking. What I'll do, I'm going to mess with the projectors.
You want to save, Snake?
It's a good time to save. You can see my other saves. Oh no. A peek behind the curtain.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
So you can walk up, press the action button, make the guards turn.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right.
Let's hide while they do that.
Front. Down. Right. Front. Right. To move on.
That was a terrible stretch. Didn't go left, didn't go up.
And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation.
I don't know. I can't remember how many times it is, but if you change that over enough times,
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater,
you get a bit of a
landing on any shoreline.
Kojima-esque.
Its onboard
Well,
tactical information
this is where that started.
identified.
You get a bit of a idle video.
The brain drain of nuclear specialists and the black market trade in weapons grade plutonium has been fueling a cottage industry in
This bit was a bit buggy this morning as well. It simply didn't
Metal Gear to the mix.
recognize that I'd taken this photo in front. And if you look there, you can see the photo Snake took in an earlier cutscene of Galukovich. That's just a nice attention to detail that's still in your camera because he took it. And this being set in the late 90s, and this is a digital camera of that time. There's bugger all storage. And the picture quality probably isn't very good either.
Measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leak.
Good.
See, I don't think that actually overwrites. So we'll probably have to come back and take another one. That's all right. Let's see what Otacon thinks of the ones we got.
We are here today to flush out and rid.
3 and a bit minutes. We're doing okay. So when we do finish taking these photos, there will be a lengthy cutscene. I promise it won't crash this time. It's well worth watching. I just love this login screen. I love a command line interface. I should get one of the Linux systems at work and just make it look green. That would make me happy. Don't think I'll be able to change the prompt to police note, so somebody would notice that. It's a server name, I think.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? Okay, first up. Oh, I don't think we can use this.
All right.
What's next? Oh, I don't think we can use this. What's next?
I don't know what angle we need. Or maybe it's...
Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. What's next? Okay, this works. It's a great front view. What's next? This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. The last one is... Didn't think Galukovich was involved, of all people. We're okay on the photos from the right, front, and the one of the lettering. The only one we want is of Metal Gear from the front left. I know you can do it.
You can almost hear the seam, the audio seam there of where they stitched in, front, left, text, whatever. It's a bit bugged. You should be able to overwrite that picture of Galukovic. Put the back in and you get it faster. Oh, Jesus. That is a commandant getting people to alert. It's a fake out. We did not just get spotted, don't worry. I do love how it says designed and programmed by HE Works down the bottom left there. So Hal Emmerich Works.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with medals.
Scene time.
That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Gray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Not you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch!
Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. big boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Okay. So that was great. I'll never get tired. Never get tired of that. Never get tired of that cutscene. It just Ocelot's voice actor, and I don't remember his name. I will. It will come back to me at some point. Is amazing, and the fact that somehow Ocelot is working for the president shouldn't be a surprise if you remember the credits of Metal Gear Solid 1, which end with Ocelot saying, "Mr. President." But I just love. It's a bit of a shame, but you can tell the intent because they were zooming in on faces. If those faces could show, oh shit, okay, cool. Zooming in on faces like Galukovich when he's holding up the commandant, it's zooming in on his face, and the facial detail just isn't there yet. You know, Kojima wanted to show some, stuff like that, but because I've saved, it's rolling on, so I'll shut up. Just want to point out Ocelot yelling out Snake is a callback to the game over screen.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Also, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the codec button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the codec button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit? Seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Gasp! And now we're riding. You can see some flowing hair out the back of the mask. You can see bugs. Look, there's bugs. We're squishing the bugs. You also notice that Raiden's wearing a lovely mask. That affects our first-person view. But you'll notice something else way more important for me. There's no radar. Got a scope, got an AP sensor. Raiden mentions the IR goggles, the infrared goggles, but he doesn't actually have them equipped. But just like Snake, Raiden can happily use rations. Even a bit of vent crawling just in case. You might notice a lot of tutorializing. And you'll think, I've just beaten a whole bit as Snake. The controls are the same. Yes, we're Raiden now, but the buttons are the same and everything else. This is set up solely because you can just jump straight to the plant chapter. We're in the plant chapter now. This is the true meat of the game. Yeah, there'll be a lot of tutorializing because you can just start with the plant. So just in case you're a first-time player, you've said tanker, whatever, plant. They give you a lot of instruction. Just in case this is what you were doing first. Better call somebody.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
That's a recurring motif in the Metal Gear series, an army without a country, like out of heaven, mercenaries, all that sort of stuff. Where do soldiers go? And they have nothing left to fight for. But all they know is fighting. Nanophone.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
I must say, before we continue, shout out again to V's Fix for Metal Gear Solid 2 PC. This game loves capturing the mouse. But with V's Fix, running it via V's Fix, it doesn't. Because I'm using a controller, I don't need the mouse for the game, so I could actually quickly mute myself for the lengthy cutscenes. Anyway, we better get moving before those guards wake up. The stars spinning over their heads.
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
You might see me controlling the codex a bit. You can use the left and right stick to move whoever's on the left and right. You can press R2 and L2. R2 does an affirmative type response. L2 does a negative type response. So you'll hear that. If you hear a voice saying something like, "Oh, you suck," that's me pressing buttons, trying to time it with some hilarity. We'll see. Ah, and now it wants some details. Kojima doxing people before it was cool. Let's just go with that. As a kid, I would always just put in. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what year I was born. I won't tell you what the actual date. Also, I'd ask for your social security number. No, I'm joking. Let's do a random month, random day. Okay, make it a bit more interesting. No, not that date. Okay. I think I'm O. I'm not British. Jeez. It's an Australian stream. There we go. We'll go with that. Why not? I think this is a nice touch. It asks you to confirm your options. Like it's an in-game, just in case you wanted to change how things work mid-game without having to muck about.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the pause button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Oh, shit. April 30th. It's currently the 10th. We could potentially try and finish this on the 29th or the 30th. We'll see.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Rose completely ignores the don't call him Jack order. So they're not saying that about that. They're saying that about whoever beat them up. I never remember what the safe place is to hide. But you'll notice there's a lot of mentions of VR. It's actually a very important plot point that Raiden has done nothing but VR. This is actually his first field mission. Oh, sugar. Ah. Jack has a lovely cartwheel rather than a roll.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team
Definitely
10 has
not.
landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Did you say nerd? I've got to show you the map. There's the map. Where the flashing red area, if that wasn't obvious. So yes, now we're Raiden. I think... God, there's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to discuss just from that alone. Also, you can slip on bird poo. Somebody had an accident, so they hired your girlfriend to be your mission controller. Now, obviously, they say she was already... That was already a job, but still.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it.
This is what I meant by them tutorializing a lot.
Button. Then move the left thumbstick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind. Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Ah, evening Chronogi, how you going? Good point, absolutely good point. I showed the slipping over on the poo already, but yes, if you look up enough, I think you need to be looking at the birds, at the seagulls. See if we can get pooed on. Sounds weird. There it is. There it is. Poo on the camera. That's the kind of, well, I allow backseating anyway. That's the kind of backseating I love. I need to remind myself of everything in the plant. I love the plant. I love the music. Yeah, Rose comes along on this mission, gets told he's not Jack, he's Ryden, and she immediately ignores that order and goes back to calling him Jack. She's a tough lady, doesn't take no shit.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
You've had 300 VR missions and we never taught you how to distract people. Oop, he's coming this way. Of course, you make a distraction, then he electrocutes himself. The game does seem to forget that the first time he uses the node, which was 5 seconds ago, he goes, "Brrr." All right, first things first, let's drop a save.
What's up, Jack? Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay. I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Subplots. Rose is good though. She doesn't have a Chinese accent. Doesn't have words of wisdom. She does have a weird obsession with the 30th of April, which I think will be Friday this year. So maybe I'll see. Maybe if you time it right, we can finish this on the 30th, just like Ryden wants to. Then again, I might finish it before then. Playing once a week, we'll see.
Ryden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. That's crazy. Too far. Is that? Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Ryden, The President's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
I do like the variety of responses he's got. But yeah, if he just said whatever every time, that would be fine too. Turn around, guard. Come on, turn around and walk back the way you want to go. Oh, jeez. Okay. I want to get up there just so we're not on the noisy floor. All right. Strut B. I do love his cartwheel. Cutscene time.
What's going on? Alpha, respond!
What are you?
Today. Or rather, 6.
Get down!
strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Sam,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Raiden, what's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that. What's up?
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The President is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Strange codename. Nothing snake related at all. Hello Moon, hello Barley Bap, how you going? Hope your weekends are treating you well as well. Let's get zapped first. I love Vamp. I love Iroquois Pliskin. Although I do love how they shot themselves in the foot in the first game by showing people's voice actor. He's asleep. Come on, Snake. I mean, Pliskin. I actually have to remember his codec, which is Meryl's codec from MGS1. Meryl.
He's asleep? How much longer is this guy gonna...
Was it Masters? Okay. I thought I had a good bit of trivia there.
Wish I were that relaxed.
You've got to be relaxed on the battlefield, right? Oh, hello. What's that there? One more? You got it. Oh, this one, yes.
He's still sleeping.
Liquid.
Huh? What a weirdo.
The negative thoughts sometimes work out well. There's a little surprise. Oh, we got a SOCOM. There you go. Of course it's a SOCOM. That's a lethal pistol. So we can hold people up now. But if we do, we will kill them. It's good to see they got the cyborg ninja-esque hallway out the way early. That opens as well, in case you want it as a bit of guarded. Somebody likes girls in bathtubs. I can't believe I've only ever played this once. I know the cutscenes are long, but if you do skip them and press triangle on the old codec calls, you can play this game in an afternoon, no worries. Which I did plenty of times. Obviously not as many times as Chrono Gear. Good to have an expert on board. So orange. Ah, that explains that then.
What the hell is that?
Come, put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
I do actually prefer this to Metal Gear Solid 1, I'll be perfectly honest. And I did think about doing the demo disc, like emulating it.
Ready grenades. A dud.
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness? I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
It's got a shitload of seagulls. 2's my favorite. Like, 1's story, probably favorite. 2's system and cutscenes and codex is my favorite.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But
there's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to simulation too?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Right, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Oh, yeah. So 2's my favorite because I played it to death. Thanks, Rose. And it's, if you do play it without the cutscenes, it's just such a short, sharp game. And I love the holding up people. I love that sort of stuff. 3 has so many systems. It's got so much going on. And if you like that kind of James Bond vibe, I can see how it would be people's favorite. But there was so much going on, so many different ways you can do things. It's a bit selfish, but I never got good at it, if that makes sense. Don't have the patience for 3. Bang on, exactly. You can smash through this game in a couple of hours. And it's just 3. There's so much going on with camouflage and wounds and hunting and rations and everything. It's great. Oh, now they're into an American base. It's American babes. Set the hairdryer off by going too close to it. This is why this game rules. I might get down real close to see that Pantasman. No. Run. Lay down, buddy. Just lay down. Look at that toilet. Now call people.
You've acquired some ration. It's possible the terrorists will attempt to destroy the big shell in retaliation for the SEAL strike. Defuse the bombs before they make that move. The bomb disposal expert is somewhere in Strut C where you currently are. Locate him and request his assistance.
How much longer is this guy gonna sleep?
Actually, let's save.
Jack, do you need to save? I can't believe you, Jack. Do you know what that place is?
I just thought maybe the bomb disposal instructor might be in there.
Why would he be in there?
Well, you never know. He's AWOL and...
Even AWOL, a normal guy wouldn't go into a woman's bathroom. You're the only one I know who would. You're like really strange.
Rosemary, settle down.
But...
It's all right. Raiden, Rosemary is right. You should probably look someplace else. I can really sympathize with you there, though.
What, sir?
Nothing. Raiden, that's that. Return to your duties.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are unbelievable.
I forgot that the Colonel sympathized with you. can understand how you'd want to look at a toilet. The codec calls in this are great. I couldn't be bothered.
Jack, is that you? Hang in there.
Maybe not. It doesn't seem to have a comment about smoking, unfortunately.
Freeze! Don't shoot.
Hands up, policeman.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Nav Scolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup, so we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
No, my girlfriend's calling, actually.
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Why don't you do
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this. This is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes. On every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use the system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Take this.
What's this?
Security card, issued to Shell personnel. The Big Shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Writing, Your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The two of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk.
This is a catchphrase machine.
Stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Is he one of the terrorists then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you. Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here.
What if you need to go to the bathroom?
Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
That one I know. That one I do know.
No need to worry. Everything's okay in here. Get to work on those bombs.
Oops. Ah, it's 140.26, wasn't it? Ah, shit. 1.26. Ah, sugar.
Stillman is safe as long as he's in there. You worry about defusing those C4s instead.
Raiden, don't get yourself worked up. It's safer to take out the enemy first, then look for the bomb. Don't even think about searching for the bomb while looking over your shoulder for the enemy. Knock them unconscious or take them out altogether first.
What's Stillman's codec?
More about Dead Cell.
Dead Cell was a shadow unit within the SEALs organization.
Right. They handled surprise raids on vital government facilities, didn't they?
Yes. They were originally put together to check the nation's military security system. The unit was the brainchild of ex-President George Sears. Dead Cell was a secret unit positioned at the opposite end of anti-terrorist outfits such as Delta Force and SEALs.
Were they always a
group of madmen?
Yeah.
No. They got weird when Colonel Jackson, Fortune's husband, was sent to jail.
Sent to jail? For what?
Corruption. He misappropriated government funds.
Sounds like he deserved it.
That's what everybody else thought, except for the members of Dead Cell. They felt the Colonel was falsely accused. Fact is, they took the case to the powers that be, but they never managed to reopen the case.
Was there any truth to their claim?
Who knows? Whatever the situation is, Dead Cell's name was tainted.
And Colonel Jackson?
He was being held at Leavenworth.
Was? Meaning he's been released?
Well, in a manner of speaking, the Colonel's dead.
Oh.
Apparently, he lost the will to live and died in prison. The members of Dead Cell snapped with the loss of their leader. They underwent a radical change and became uncontrollable.
And that's why they undertook this terrorist operation.
Seems as good a reason as any.
What are you doing there? Hurry up and dispose of those.
Thank you, Chronogear. I swear I have some form of number dyslexia. I just get them in the wrong order. So sensor array equipped. Babes on the wall. No guards around. Bottles on the table. We can shoot. Look at that. Graphics. And it looks like sneaking around the ladies' room wasn't the worst idea after all. There's our boy. All right. Auto goes into first person, so you can't use it otherwise.
Raiden here. I took care of the C4 in Strut C. The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far, we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
Twists upon twists in this game. They ease us in by having no guards in the first strut we deal with. Gets harder from here. Oop, that's not the plan. This is the plan. Give me the goods, buddy. Whoops. Oh. Does make life easier. We enter from down here. Oh god, there's traps. Oh god. Right. We can't enter from down there. We do have to deal with the camera. Luckily, the radar does extend out to the bridge between the nodes that you're on. I didn't actually want to kill that person, but anyway. A camera? Ah, I can't jump. Where's the nerd? I mean, node. Guards around here, so it does actually get a bit dicey. We have a talkative guard too. Ah, the node's all the way down there. So we could do this. Drop and catch. God. Panic. Hello. That call would have just been use the action button to do things. Drop and catch is so dicey. You have the head on the swivel when you don't have a radar. Where's he going? Is he going upstairs?
Nothing here.
So when guards are using their radar, radios a lot, you don't want to take them out. Oh, what? Let's just get the fuck out of here. He wasn't meant to be able to see me. Okay, can't do the... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Hello? Coming back? Okay, we are slowly coming back. Oh, there we go. Let's just hide out here for a while. God, everything disappeared for a minute there. Put the old PC to a bit too much stress. Right. We've had that little heart attack. We can at least do this. And dropping off the side was meant to make it be invisible to that guy. Oh, shit. Expert gamer, king of stealth. On the plus side, we do get to play the game for a while now. Just want to see what other goodies are around here before we go too far. We can't open this door yet, can we? It's level 3. The graphics quality is... Oh no. Oh god. Music's still playing. I think I might have to call it soon. The computer's dying on me. Seems to have a hard 2-hour limit. Let's save before it potentially crashes again.
What can I do for you, Jack? Jack, it must be so nerve-wracking to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, that was a stupid thing to say. Sorry.
That's all right. It's just that I've never been trained in this stuff.
You okay? Are you feeling well?
I almost threw up a few times.
Oh, Jack.
But I'm okay. It's not like I'm in this alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What do you think about when you're defusing those things?
I don't think so much as remember. And I know that I need to resist that and keep my mind blank. I can't let myself be overwhelmed by the fear.
So, am I a part of what you try not to remember? I was just kidding. But I guess this isn't a good time for that.
No, it is. And I do think about you. I'm trying to remember what's so special about April 30th.
Any success?
No, not yet.
You need to stay alive so you can.
Okay, that's a deal.
Might try and get through the bomb disposal stuff before we save. Before we call it a night, I should say. But we've just had two. The graphics card kind of throw up its hands a couple of times there, so we shall see.
There's somebody there.
What floor is this person on? God. Okay. Ah, the parcel room. Remember what the note is for this one. I think it's downstairs. It's not that door. It's not that door. Ooh, mine detector. Take that for sure. We've got plenty of rations. How's our health, though? Let's roll. Oh, there's Zone of the Enders. Yeah, like I was saying before, Moon, if you're still around, I thought about streaming the demo disc, but aside from the fact that it's in Japanese, there's really not much in the way of different content. So, I didn't think it was worth doing. Plus, I had some real lag issues streaming PSX to PCSX. It runs alright if I'm just running PCSX2, but if I run it and stream, then it's a lag fest. I haven't really found a way around it.
Who's there?
Bye. Keep that guard guessing. I do believe the bomb's on the roof, if I recall correctly. But first, we have to enter the cutscene zone.
I've taken care of that annoying fly. What's the situation over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja just now.
Ninja?
It's the only way to describe it. A kind of cyborg ninja complete with a sword.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal Tengu?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right, we'll intensify patrols. Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard to believe, though. I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2. So you believe me this time?
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out, then.
Freeze! You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Olga's back, and she knows acrobatics.
I saw a female soldier. Russian. Must be Olga Gerlukovich. How do you know? Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a Dead Cell?
No. She commands a Russian private army.
They must be the ones patrolling the big shell.
That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
I do love how she so casually flips over the side. The sound is the more important part of the bomb defusal. It's defusal. The sensor gives you a massive area, whereas the sound, you know you're close. I'm not hearing any beeping. Let's take out that guard first, I think.
Freeze!
Work out the buttons.
Don't kill me.
What the
Oh shit, I killed him. I'm not meaning to kill these people. They only drop stuff for you if you don't kill them. What I was trying to do is this. No, not that one, but anyway. If you choke them just enough, they get knocked out rather than die. There you go. Unfortunately, the only way to know for sure is to let go of the button and see if they slump. If they slump, you're okay. If they don't slump, they're still awake. And of course, if you go too far, then you snap their bloody necks. Oh, God. Playing for too long, obviously. Graphics card is not having it.
He got me! Stay on lookout for the intruder!
Understood. Sending reinforcements to the roof of Strut E. Exercise extreme caution around the heliport.
There it is. Okay. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, Raiden. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
All right, it's looking pretty clear that I might have a bit of a hard limit before my graphics card starts going flipping out. About 2 hours seems to be it. So I'm going to save. We'll call it a night there. We're partway through the bomb disposal, and we can easily knock that off next week. Next week, by the way, I'll do Monday rather than Sunday.
Yeah?
I wonder how Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin is doing.
Well, he's doing pretty good too.
Oh, really? I'm glad.
Why are you so worried?
Huh?
About Pliskin?
Well, I mean, he's defusing the bombs along with you. If he screws something up, you'll be...
I guess so. He'll be all right, I'm sure. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hang in there.
Good on you, bros. But yeah, so obviously there's a bit of a heat limit I'm encountering here. It was unseasonably hot today. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving hints and tips. Chrono Gear, much appreciated. We'll do a raid. Why not? A streamer I watch called Zebu. He's currently playing something interesting, I'm sure. Let me have a look. What is it exactly? Lazy Sunday, Random Retro, Amiga CD32. There you go. We'll duck in on Zebu with a raid. But so thanks for watching. Yeah, have a great weekend. And next week I'll stream on Easter Monday rather than on Easter Sunday, I think. Have a great night.